So it's National Poetry Day. I've been asked by Modwords Waterford City Council, Anna Jordan, to do a poem. I have a poem here that hasn't been done before, or it's only been performed once, and I wrote it a year ago. It's called Temple Bar, July 2019. And obviously a lot of things have changed since then, but some of it, maybe, I don't know, could see things coming. So anyway, this is Temple Bar, July 2019. The guests in my gaff say the city is losing its soul. In an effort not to be a bad host, worse host, I think, I tried to offer them something savoury because it sounds like something that my love would say. I've been reduced to adjusting the temperature dial on the oven with a needle nose pliers. It does be too hot to be having the hob on anyway. And again, the window not open. I can't open it. But it's closed because the white cat, has a Steve McQueen escape plan that makes me feel she has a death wish that she wants to rush to the cobble streets of Temple Bar 3 floors sideways. Her and the city might land on their feet, but I don't want to test the theory. Polite guests, they jimmy up the pane and they try to smoke out the window. Shut that. Doesn't close all the way, but it lets in enough city centre monoxide to do damage. Them 4 paint sash, they cost a bomb like 2k cash each for fixing. The gumpy builder said he can't get parking, so shit's not worth it. So I'm matured in a black mould cheese in the corners of my kitchen and the dark tobacco marked recesses of my alveoli. It's all in bits. All because the Georgian society won't let me take a hammer to the things. Landlord won't fix it. I won't pay. A legislative Mexican standoff in a rent pressure cooker zone. This was all once a neighbourhood of art. And as always, we, the artists, have become a beggar class. The unwilling agents in the regeneration without remuneration. We thought ourselves these agent provocateurs, but we were just developers, double agents of Lord Ha-Ha, Hee-Haw, gentrification, that prestidigitation. These small one-bedroom gaffs, they were all designed as garrets for artists who were being displaced from the former derelicts, the bombed-out husks that the artisans had brought back from the brink, and they'd made them viable. See, around here it was all in bits. It was just like a bus station. Artists, writers, anarchists, feminists, nationalists, queer radicals, but somehow the apartments all wound up in the hands of publicans and hoteliers. This, I feel, isn't an analogy for our turbulent past towards independence and our free state of mind. Same old story. Ad infinitum. Irish style, executive class, cute hoorism from the wink and the nod, from the who that you knew to the how did you know they were coming on the market at that time to get your soldiers of destiny flat foot and mouth in the door. It always starts with art and then it ends in real estate. It's August 2019 and the communists and socialists, they sit on me sitting room floor and discuss taking back the city. You see, that was then though, year gone, dreams gone. UDA men in ballies on the steps of a faded Victorian flanked by our own guardians of the peace. All agents of the racked and the renting landlords. They give you all the liberalism you want to beat the band. But if you challenge property, they'll crack the bats and the band will beat the drum property rights rhythm like a snare drum made out of your own bleeding skin. Leftists are not Luke. Somehow social justice nowadays is loony. Here in 2019 you'll be vilified. You're nearly there, a guest tells me. The idea is sound, but the theory is left wanting. Have you read I stopped the young Covey before they unleash our whole state of chassis? Listen, that ash, yeah, it's gonna burn me couch and me missus is gonna burn me and you. Your man doesn't care. Not for such material things, that is. He's a communist. Not an internet communist, like a card-carrying communist. That's not alliteration for the crack either. There's an actual rail, not under me bed, but kicking back on me couch, resting feet on me poof. We're still trying to figure out why they all showed up for water, but not raise the roof. A young social worker with spit and fire is saying, the time to mobilise is now. She'll change things. Someday. Because she cares. Deeply. Like, she really cares. She's not one of those slacktivist hacktivists. She's in the trenches, knee deep, and she'll bring us back to this because she knows that Ireland is really just a load of old, angry men screaming at fierce young women like her. These chats about the demise of our city were all in vogue that last summer before Dublin became a cadaver. That's kind of a mixed metaphor. But then again, this isn't really a poem, so if you're still paying attention, don't get too bent out of shape about it. It's more about the flow than the form. That might itch the skin from the old guard, but for the new ones, it's just the norm. And in the cities, we can hear it, we can feel it. In the Temple, one of the last buskers they band sets up, and a Porrick column cultural anthropologist type with a pen is taking down notes, poems, and kids spitting bars and songs of the times and the culture, and the kids keening in the street, singing with that kind of she moved through the fair, warbling, feeling, playing on the heartstrings like a tenement. Dublin, rare the old time, Dublin, gone be the days, with the years had a feeling, and they'll still be reeling. Thankfully, someone forgot to tell this chumflet to stop dreaming, and I know that he knows the city is not dead yet. The dealers want a spot, and they have that raised brow, and they're looking, it's like Biggie wears the loop it to get your life taken away from you if you don't move on. Citizens become detritus of the cultural sanitisation, and the rest of us give side-eyed views to anyone who thinks that this is a positive revelation. I got a Facebook message from a DJ in a magazine editor the other day about coming together and doing something. I'll let you all know what happens. Diggers level our culture. Not for a level playing field of equals, but hotels, Block T, the Flea, Hangar, the Tivoli, the Bernard Shaw, you see, they all thought that was the last straw, but then they just moved over to the north side, so they listened to free marketeers berating people that it wasn't the Louvre. For leftists, it wasn't the lightning rod that they thought that it was, but it was something. I remember 500 people coming together for poets, DJs, comics, bands, music. And that's not nothing. My flat guests say it's useless and they should know they're militants and they've the marks, the bruises, the badges. It's not market fatalism, but like battered and collared to cells and Store Street for trying to take back the city and occupying a derelict for their Brazilian comrades. But there's a feeling, a temporal displacement. The gavel-headed mystic tells you they'll always, in another parallel, by all clear, be another 8th district, and this city, I know it's not dead yet. The artists in me phone, they want to strategise, collectivise, don't be wearing poppies, never cross a picket, and just fucking unionise in the face of those that want to individualise and atomise your community, your life and your soul, because collectives terrify them. They want dorm rooms, not bunkmates, not housemates and bag of fiver rates, 30 heads, the one kitchen with one pot to piss in, but you have to pay extra for that because they will let you have nothing for free. This is an anathema to the posh boy that thinks 30 to a room is funky. It's metropolis. But are you running in the garden, or are you a worker in the lift going down? Never mind Fritz. We need to be getting a little bit more battleship Potemkin, collectively, collective action, traction. That doesn't work, but the lesson still stands. Don't be sheep. The older guard will tell you that rhyme is cheap, but don't get it twisted. I wouldn't get me knickers in a state. This shit's not really poetry, it's more acoustic hip hop. I'm just too fucking broke and too fucking lazy to buy a bleeding 808. They'll pick up student accommodation instead of public homes, against which they seem to be dead set. I'll get rid of the screens, the smartphones, and get rid of all the books on my shelf, and I'll be well read, yeah. But if you get a burner phone, they'll think you're part of that gangster North City, inner city, bad, no good set. And Dublin, yeah, I know that you're not dead yet. Cormorants on grains face south and dry their feathers in our sun. Not a care, not a fire, towering in that toxic sump that pumps money and souls to feed a lopsided tea that seems to obscure the memories of 2003, lifting up developers' dreams and making those underneath uneasy as the chains groan and they sway. And if a strong wind passes through, it will all come crashing down again on everyone this day. And I know you're not dead yet. For art to grow, it needs space and room, pleading with councils not to snuff out that spark. We need a return to the commons and a space for people to live openly. Wide streets commission for art, because the decisions ahead of us are stark. We can create our own cultural arc in Dublin. I know that you are not dead yet, and I promise to myself that I'll drink more water, I'll take more walks, I'll get rid of the screens and phones, and someday I will become part of that well-read city. And I know that this city is not dead yet. I know that this city is not dead yet. I know this city is not dead yet. I know the city is not dead yet. My voice goes like this just because I don't drink enough water. Happy Poetry Day.